emotion while I'm holding on to long-term solution to that notion that everything my soul be shown off, be bad, be thrown into the lions as if the crowd cared. Some are born like us, most are born like them. Some will live to the fullest, some will die in the system. Just trying to live them out, see I admire the missing, acquire the license to listen with the fire to listen. So where's my welfare? Where's my health care? Where's my sandwich? There's my sandwich. So spin knockers spinning, old white men grinning. Power to devour cat and do its bidding. Can you think of a single thing you've done that's meant anything, anything at all? I know I'll probably take the fall. I was going in search till I hit the wall. Can you think of a single thing you've done that's meant anything, anything at all? I know I'll probably take the fall. I was going in search till I hit the wall. I'm absolutely sure one day I'll settle down, find a special spot, a best gallons of milk. I've got trees growing, got a flower garden going, couple herbs for the cooking, couple more for the got a hammock for the swinging, fresh tomatoes for the salad, it'll compliment the burger straight cooking on the grill. Still let myself so stupid I can't walk home alone. No. Need a shoulder to lean on, I need a coat. Come on.
Music's my meal ticket. If I could keep living on digit times ticking like waiting in line and you don't get in, no weights and no hole in the weight of the game is breaking your soul. Keep changing your game, playing the role. Keep selling my family short like Tolkien readers. Let it linger hard to pick up teeth with broken fingers, and I humble myself till I was hollow inside. But no more, I get the zipper, you can swallow my pride.
Welcome. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Along with Drake Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Home court advantage goes to the Cavaliers, playing here in Quicken Loans Arena. So Cleveland will get the first possession. All right, let's set the... floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the center, locking down the middle. And the shot is good.
Always nice to get the first lead of the game.
Yeah, I agree with you there because to me it's just much more comforting to play from the front than to be battling from behind. Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finish hard with two hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
Cavs were one of the top teams in the East last year, and it was in large part to how strong they were at home.
Boy, did they shoot it well from beyond the arc at home, Kevin. I mean, top three in the league in terms of three-point shooting. It does help to have LeBron. But
it does. That is a factor.
Oh, my God, I just got
that free throw good from Thompson.
And, you know, for the Cavs at home, they ended with 31 wins there. Second best record in the East in that regard. A lot of those wins actually came after the All-Star break.
And how about the Cavs last season? 18 straight home wins for them. Third longest home win streak in their history. And that home winning streak helped them jump from the middle of the playoff pack to the 2 seed.
Here's James. The shot misses. Good D by Thompson. LeBron James on the wing. Tries from 10. Love grabs the board.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And that one's good.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
They get the rebound. Irving for three. And Thompson kicks to LeBron. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Love.
Assist goes to
Irving's got his first 2 points.
A strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
And the layup's good off the glass.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Now here's James. Irving up top. Covered by Irving. Kept alive. And stolen by Love. Pushing it up. That's a 2 from Smith. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. A different look now for Cleveland. Ramon Shumpert is checked in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Pass to Shumpert. And stolen by James. On its way from Irving for 2. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Shumpert passes to Thompson. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounce ability.
It's taken away by Smith. Shumpert against Smith. Here's Thompson. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
And he gets it to go.
timeout period.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith. Then for the Cavaliers, Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. And Channing Frye's subbed in for Kevin Love. Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
Here's Fry. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
No, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
So it's the Cavaliers now. 3-point lead. And on the way from Irving for 3. From beyond the arc and then some. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Unhindered, going all the way. Nice one there from Dellavedova.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden.
Irving for 3. Another miss by Irving. Smith left side. Bank shot, no good.
He got it! He got it! My Unreal, Kevin. The degree of difficulty on that.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Cavaliers lead by 11. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And for the Cavaliers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Anytime you can get to the rim consistently early in the game, it allows you to get into a good rhythm offensively.
It really does. I mean, it's a lot easier to get buckets inside. That's elementary, and they've done that through one.
Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. Kevin Love out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Fry in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
And Thompson sends it back. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Thompson comes in for Channing Frye. And James subbed in for Iman Shumpert. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Dellavedova. And that one's on target from the wing. Dellavedova's got the lead up to 11 now for Cleveland.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
To the middle. Knocked away. Here's Smith. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way. And that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Different look now for Cleveland. Jones checked in for Tristan Thompson. Love comes in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Iman Shumpert. Jacks up a 3. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. And an air ball on that one. Way off.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the feet.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
That free throw missing.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
Missed inside.
They're really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part, and I'm not talking about leaving college.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
Love can't hit.
You know, guys, if he does his work early, he knows when he gets in a good position, his size gives him a big edge on the glass.
And now here comes Jones leading the break.
And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Shumpert is checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. The Cavaliers leading by 7. James outside. Inside. Thompson. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with a two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
They retain possession. LeBron's shot is good.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Inside, Cavaliers with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And Shumpert pulls it down. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Jones drives in. Rebound by Smith.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start varying some of those.
That drops.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
They get it back, and the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert's checked in for James. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Mozgov, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Fry comes in for Irving.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Good turn to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a Petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
Cleveland moving the ball around. For 3, Fry. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3 ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Irving kicks to Smith. Feeds it to Mozgov. Shoots the 3. 6 to shoot. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss. Outside, Jones. The 17-footer. And it's in off the backboard. Jones has got 5.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
And here's Fry for 3. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 3. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Thompson is up there with Kevin Love. And it's Irving in at the point. Cavs didn't start the season as a team built around the three, but they would end it that way.
Yeah, and after the trade for Smith and Shumpert, it changed their dynamic. All of a sudden, they can do a lot of damage from beyond the arc.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. Smith dishes to Thompson. Outside Irving. Not enough on that one as it misses.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half. As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
You know, whatever they chopped it up about during the break, it's worked. I mean, they've really been excellent in their execution since halftime.
Cleveland shooting their first free throw of the game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Here's James. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. LeBron's got 6.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit. And I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Checked in for Smith. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Irving kicks to Love. To the inside. Here's Thompson. Good D by Thompson.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Dellavedova, the pass to Thompson. Dellavedova dishes to Thompson. On its way from Irving for 2. And he overshot that one, missing. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
It's Thompson off the drive. For Cleveland, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
And Cleveland making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in. The screen from Thompson. Dellavedova kicks to Love. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Both free throws good from Kevin Love.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Dellavedova, the pass to Irving. He dishes it to Dellavedova. Smith on the wing, covered by LeBron, and it's Kevin Love with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Ripped away. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
There really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Shumpert's checked in. Cleveland also making some changes. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And Shumpert in there for Kyrie Irving. Shumpert with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. Here's Thompson. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
Tristan Thompson.
That free throw good from Thompson. And Cleveland making a change here. Fry's checked in. And Cleveland also making a change. Mozgov's checked in. No good on the second free throw. The Cavaliers trail by 13. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. The 9-foot shot. And off the front iron, and in it goes. 17 points for Kyrie Irving.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second. Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
On the wing, Shumpert. Picked by Mozgov. Misses the wing J.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Outside Irving. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Fry's got 4 rebounds in this game. Dellavedova kicks to Fry. It's tipped and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Dellavedova, that's good. Dellavedova's got 6.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Here's Fry. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Here's Shumpert. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Offensive rebound. He shoots again. And he lays it up and in. And the Cavaliers lead by 16.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
Fry, good. Fry's got 5 points so far.
Not sure how he gets that pass off. I thought for sure he was going to pull the trigger. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's Irving. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
Terrific shot there. I mean, he was calm, he was poised, didn't rush it at all. You got to tip your hat to him. That was well done.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers lead by 14. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. The Cavaliers leading by 14. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
That's his second personal foul.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively, and they've been turning those turnovers into points.
That one is no good. Well, Cleveland shooting in this game. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Dellavedova dishes to Thompson. The feed now to Smith. Back to Thompson. The shot, no good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. It's LeBron with the drive. No good.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Pass to Thompson. Irving against Smith. He dishes it to Dellavedova. It's deflected. 5 to shoot. Here's Thompson. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 4th assist in this one.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Irving's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. J.R. Smith's checked in for Cleveland. Here's LeBron. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Love with the basket on the assist by Thompson. And the Cavaliers lead by 18.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Kicks it out to James. On its way from Irving for 2. That one off the back iron and out.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories, rebounds just being one of them.
He feeds it to James. And there's the call on James. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul.
Irving against Irving. In the corner, Smith with it. It's taken away by Smith.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick. And what good work there to get in the way of it. And boy, you can see his struggles from the field, and I think it's ripping. And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
The drive by LeBron. Got that one up quick. James has got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, with all the shots they've knocked down here in the second half, their field goal percentage has crossed the 50% mark.
Yeah, and any team will take that. Excellent in terms of their efficiency. Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself.
Kicks it to Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 12 points for Kyrie Irving.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Love outside. Smith for three. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Irving. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Amon Shumpert in for J.R. Smith. 14 feet away. Mozgov.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
And Cleveland making a change here. Williams is checked in. And the second free throw, good. Well, Cleveland shooting at a decent 44% clip here. And stolen by Fry. And Shumpert kicks to LeBron.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown. Finishing strong.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. Here's Shumpert. Good. The nice assist for Williams.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
And there's the call on James. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
LeBron James at the line for 2.
And both free throws good for James. 24 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And Smith with the stuff.
And this run not really doing them any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. Would have been really easy to pack it in.
And stolen by James. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
The free throw off from J.R. Smith. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
And both free throws good for Fry. On its way from Irving for 2. Offline. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. See you next time.